Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Time for Tea 0144. If you're new here, my name is Monse, and if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. You already know what's up. Thank you for being here. Thank all of you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. So the topic I want to talk about today might be a little bit triggering for some. And this is going for those of you that are just barely starting your spiritual awakening, that are at the moment going through the dark night of the soul, that you're being forced to take a look at your shadow. Maybe things that you've done in the past, or things that you've had to endure in the past, right? That you've never told nobody, or that you kept hidden, or whatever, right? The dark night of the soul forces us to take a look at that, right? And I want to talk, so sometimes when that happens, it could be a little triggering. Okay, so I just wanted to give a little heads up. I don't know if I said it. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. So, first off, I want to talk about self-love. Self-love is very important. Why? Because when we learn to love ourselves and when we learn to love ourselves and we give, okay, when we're going through the dark night of the soul, we learn to love ourselves, right, and all of that. But the reason why, it's because before, we're too busy giving everything to other people. We're too busy loving other people unconditionally instead of loving ourselves and God unconditionally, right? We are too busy giving our all to somebody that doesn't deserve it, that treats us that is not kind, that treats us mean, that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's not. You hear that noise? You see how my daughter keeps interrupting the video? It's that kind of energy. So you can try to give yourself to somebody, and they just don't care. They don't pay attention to it. They don't receive it. They just don't. Yeah, so my bad, y'all. Yeah, we're too busy giving ourselves to people that don't deserve it, right? And so we spend a lot of years like that. Okay, we spend a lot of years because what? We don't get love where we're fearless love, because we're in situations where our mom didn't love us, or our dad didn't love us, or family members. This is definitely the devil at work. Okay, hold on. Definitely. Because I tried to make a video as well the other day. When I posted that video of the reading, I was like, let me go ahead and just do that, figure out what the heck is going on in the energy, because I had tried to make the video for you guys when I was here at my house. You know how I always do, I get ready and things like that, and it wasn't happening. My kids are just like overly like jumping up and down and doing this and doing that and doing like, see? Okay, so we're gonna cleanse out the energy, you guys. Yeah, so we're too busy giving it to like karmic partners, right? If you were in a marriage, in a loveless marriage, or in a loveless relationship where you gave everything, and when that relationship was done, you felt exhausted, it's because that person basically sucked your energy out of you. They drained you, says spirit. they drained you. Okay, and that's not love, that's codependency, that's you forcing this person to love you, making, like, you're making this person want to love you when they don't want to love you. They just want to use you for their benefit, and it's not love. And you're confusing the two, right? Because you don't have love for self. So when you don't have love for self, you confuse love. You confuse codependency with love. You confuse manipulation with love. You confuse abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. You confuse all of it with love. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Hold on. Anything that is like meant for you to like run away from, you attract it more. Because you're longing for something. You're longing for somebody to love you for real. Maybe if you have like daddy issues, mommy issues, those kind of situations, right? When you have those issues and you're a kid and you have those issues, when you grow up, you find your mommy issues, you find them in a woman. But you're mean to that woman. Right? You're mean to that woman. You belittle her. You disrespect her. Right? You don't treat her like nothing kind. Or when you have daddy issues, right? You probably, I feel like look, we literally, it says etheric cords. This is the karmic cord card. Okay? If you're a female, right, and you have your daddy issues or whatever, what do? You, like, 80% of the time, you become promiscuous, very promiscuous. And even if you're in a relationship, you more than likely cheat on this partner. That's how you disrespect, right? And sometimes you go off at the mouth, you get disrespectful from your mouth. But you normally disrespect. I'm getting like, there's some women in the collective who normally disrespect by action. Because that's what I used to do. I used to disrespect by action. And then I would laugh in their face. I'm being honest. I'm going to be real. I feel like I had father issues, mother issues, childhood wounds, abusive, manipulation, spell work, verbal abuse, mental abuse. I mean, if there's like 10 boxes, right, I checked like 7 of them. Okay, so that could be that situation, where if you were a female, you were very, again, promiscuous, just, I'm not saying you would let just anybody do the do, but you also weren't too picky about who you were letting do the confirmation. You weren't that picky about who you were letting, hold on.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, normally when we have those kind of wounds, right, we allow disrespect, and we allow the cheating, and we allow, I'm sorry guys, I'm having lunch at the same time, okay? And we allow the disrespect. We allow people to be disloyal to us. We allow people to cheat on us and say, oh, we'll never do it again. And we say, okay. And they do it anyways? Yeah. This is going back to that video I made, that you shouldn't feel ashamed of your story, of your past, of the things you've done. You shouldn't be ashamed of the things you chose to do. And you shouldn't be ashamed of the things that you were forced to do because of your situations. Because I know as being chosen or being on the spiritual journey, sometimes we end up in certain situations thanks to other people. For example, like I've said before, my mom would always send me to El Salvador. She would always send me there. Right? She would always send me there. And then not only, oh my God, I see a monarch butterfly. Yeah, see, but it's time for transformation, right? You transformed all of that. What that is showing with the butterfly is showing me that you've cleared your karma. Like you've done the work. You've done the healing of past traumas and past wounds. Oh my God, it's literally right on my fence in front of in my front yard. Yeah, because like I said, for example, my mom would always send me to El Salvador, right? I've told you guys before. And I would always go there to a boarding school. But I also, you feel me, got saved there by my uncle, my mother's brother. Every time I went, that happened to me. I can't tell you for how many years, because I can't tell you exactly how old I was. All I remember is that all I remember of it is that it happened over and like frequently. I'm gonna put it to you like this. It started. It started to become a situation where it just became normal. It just became normal. And like we were doing that, or he was doing that all the time. It's like we were doing it, like that. But it wasn't. It was being done to me. Okay? So again, right? That's a situation that I was put in thanks to my mother, right? So that could happen to me. Basically, she set me up. She threw me to the wolves, is what I just heard. She threw me to the wolves. She could have known that her brother was disgusting, right? She could have known that he was disgusting, that he needed help. But yet you still send me over there? And not only that, then after you invite him to live with us, knowing that you have another daughter that he could potentially do that to, right? After knowing what, because at that point when he came to live with us again, my sister was 8. At this time I was like 14, maybe going on 15. And from that moment on, I immediately started to have like resentment towards my mother, because I'm like, bitch, how you know he did that to me, and then you're gonna say, oh yeah, little brother, come and live with us? That just shows that you don't have my back, right? You don't have my back. You don't give a fuck about me. By you allowing him to live with us, like, bitch, why the fuck didn't you put his ass in jail? Oh, because you don't give a fuck because you set me up. She created for me a lot of the things that I struggled with in life. Okay, I'm not trying to say like she's the only cause and it's because of her. No. 1414, as I'm about to say this, I take responsibility for things that happen to me based off of my doing, nobody else's, based off of my doing, right? For example, I got pregnant at 19. That was because of me, right? It was my doing. It was my choice to have unprotected sex, knowing that could lead for me being pregnant, and I got pregnant. But I wasn't scared. I had my baby. 21 mommy. I was 21 and I was a mommy. Okay? And I fear, no. Oh, I don't know. And I think that this is what she feared the most. That I didn't have fear. I feel like any 21-year-old would be like, oh my God, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm pregnant. Da, 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 blah, 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 da, 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 da. I didn't feel that way. So I think that's probably what she feared the most, that I wasn't fearful. I wasn't scared if I ended up homeless. I wasn't scared if I ended up having a child with somebody who didn't want to be responsible for that child. I wasn't scared that I didn't have a place to live or money or a job to raise this baby. And you know what I did? I packed my shit and I packed my baby and I moved about 45 minutes away where we were living at the time. I got away from everybody. I got away from her, from my siblings. I got away from my punk ass baby daddy at the time. Okay, I got away from everybody. And I didn't have nothing. I didn't have anything. Nothing. I ended up going there and I lived in a little studio. It had no room. It had no kitchen. Okay? I was basically living in like a fucking cigarette box. Okay? But I was there. That's where I was. So this is what I think. Like, people that tell you that you're not good enough, that or call you names like you're a whore, you're such a whore, you're out here thotting and bopping with this and that person and that person and that person. Oh, you're never gonna achieve anything because you're blah 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 blah. Oh, you won't be able to do that because you don't have this, that, and the other. Like me. Projection is like, I feel like it's almost like a dynamic, like in a family dynamic. Projection is like on a regular. Because for me, like I said, yes, I was promiscuous and I was out and about and I was doing my thing because all I was doing was looking for love. I'm not saying that I wasn't conscious of my actions. Yes, I was. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy, he seems nice. We're getting to know each other. Okay, it's been 6 months and it's going good. Okay, because I've never been in a relationship, y'all, that lasted 3 months, 6 months. No. All of my relationships have been 3 years, 6 years, 5 years, 7 years. And again, because all I wanted was love. I just wanted to be loved. I never experienced that until the moment I gave birth to my first child. I feel like that's the reason why God gave me 3 boys. I have 3 boys. And they always say, right, that you experience real love the moment you have a child. And I have 3 boys. So all I needed was me. Is at the end. I didn't need a guy to come and fill up my cup so I can feel loved. I didn't need my punk ass mother or my punk ass siblings or even my punk ass ex-husband to love me. I didn't need it. But I was so broken that I thought I needed it. That I thought I needed them. And since they were so busy projecting, right, they created the illusion to me that I needed them when I didn't. My mother, any chance she got, she called me a whore. Oh my God. I was a whore. I was a husband stealer. I was giving it up for money. What else? I don't know. I mean, whatever you could, a whore, a slut, a fucking thought bop, a fucking skeezer, a chicken head, whatever words there are for slut, fucking whatever she called it. She said it to me. She was running her mouth about me. She would never say it to my face. She would never say that shit to my face. When she would see me, she would say stupid ass shit like this. And again, projecting. But the reason why she would do it is because she was mocking me. She was laughing at my pain. I just didn't know that that's what the fuck she was doing. Okay? So when I would see her, she would say things like, oh my God, I just had a dream about you. And in my dream, you were getting raped. Yeah, they were raping you. And it wasn't just one, it was like 4 or 5. And look at that. We have masks here. Yeah. And I'm like, awesome. It's so refreshing that that's what you dream about me. So what she's doing is that she's resurfacing that pain from that wound that her brother did to me. Right? So she would say it so I can relive it again. And so then when I wouldn't see her again, and then I would see her again, and she would say things like, oh, I had a dream about you. I would just be like, let me guess. I was getting raped by, I don't know, 20 motherfuckers. And then right after that, maybe like 50 in the next corner, and then 60 in the next corner. And she would just look at me like, I wasn't even gonna say that. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Why are you talking crazy stuff? Now you're crazy, right? Now you're delusional. Now you're saying things, right? Why? Because you're calling them out on it. That's what they do. So this is my mother is a motherfucking narcissist. She's narcissistic. I feel like she's the kind of narcissist that fits every fucking category. I think there's like 4 kinds of narcissistic traits. And she carries every single one. So you can only imagine the kind of life that I had growing up with this bitch. So she was like, now I'm crazy, right? Now I'm delusional. Right? Because I didn't even let her finish her sentence. So when I would say things like, oh, let me guess, I was like this and I was like that and this happened to me and that happened to me, and she goes, why would you say that? Why would you think that? And then if there's anybody else in the room, they look at you, right? And they're like, yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you saying shit like that? And then bam, right? The narrative sticks. The narrative sticks that she wasn't going to say that she was going to say probably something nice. And I'm tripping because I'm the one that's always thinking negative. I'm tripping because I'm the one that's fucking delulu and whatnot. And so the narrative continues, right? Again, it's projection, y'all. It's projection. This bitch projected everything she is. All the characteristics she fucking carries, she projected them on me. I mean, this lady, because it even hurts my fucking, my voice, my teeth to call her that, to call her mother. I can't call her that. She's nobody's mom. This bitch don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. It's her, then her, and after her, and just in case, her again. She don't give a fuck about nobody. She don't even give a fuck about the motherfuckers that are helping her in this situation. She don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all motherfuckers think that this bitch cares. She does not care. You are just a pawn in her fucking game. You bitches are playing her game. And you motherfuckers are getting played. You ain't playing her, she's playing y'all. And that's how it happens. Because when it's a group of people, there's always a head honcho, says Spirit. There's always a head honcho. Right? And that head honcho is the puppet master. Moving everybody around. Positioning them. where and how they're gonna go and what they're gonna do. But when she don't need you no more, when you start to become, when you start to get in the way of the plan, the same thing that is she's doing to me happens to you. She starts bibbity bopping your ass if she ain't already. Okay? She starts lying because I swear she says 5 words and only half of one might be true. She don't know how the fuck to tell the truth. Everything that comes out of her fucking mouth is a lie. Everything is a lie. I just heard someone say, holy shit. Like this is somebody's story as well. I don't know. Put yourself in the comments. Who just said that? Who is resonating with my story right now? Okay. So the reason why it turns into like you being crazy and delusional is because the narcissist always has to cover their face. They can never be found out. And you walk in truth and honesty. You walk, I just heard real recognize real. And I was going to say it, I just couldn't get it out. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this person cannot tell the truth, right? They just lie. And I mean, at some point in time, you probably won't even remember the last lie you said when you start up a new one. And that gets other people like, hold up. Last week, you said Collective did this. But I just saw Collective like yesterday. They don't look like that. Like the math is not mathing. Explain yourself. And in that moment, that the narcissist who's 10 feet tall becomes 2 feet tall. Because the people see them for who and what they are. They don't want to get looked at. They don't want to be seen. And this is the thing. This is, again, why they fear you. Because you operate in truth and honesty. So they know that with you, they will never be able to get away with this shit. Because you gonna call it out. It's like the same thing when she would call me these names, right? That I was thotting and bopping. I would always call her. I would call her and cuss her out. I'm not even lying. I would call her and cuss her out like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you see me, you feel me, rolling around in bed with somebody? And then an hour later with somebody else? And then an hour later with somebody else? Did you see me? You see me doing that? Then shut the fuck up then. You didn't see me? Shut your mouth. You don't know that shit to be true about me? Then shut the fuck up. That was really how I would speak to her after a while. Because I was always the kind like, nah. I know she did me dirty. I know she owes me money. I know she stole money from me. I know she stole my person. What? Huh? Go ahead. I know she stole my person. I know she was rolling around in bed with my person. Right? She was rolling around in the bed with my person. And I remember I was the husband stealer, right? Because she would always tell my sister that. So my mom would always tell my sister, like, oh, don't leave your sister and your husband alone because, you know how your sister is. Just, you know what they say about the quiet ones, because I was always quiet. I've always been like... Okay, ahorita voy. Terminen de comer. I've always been like that. You have to really, really get to know me to know that I'm not an asshole. I'm very serious. I look serious. I have a resting bitch face. Okay, I'm not nice. But I am on a spiritual journey, I swear. It's crazy, right? Yeah, okay. Gentle. I just heard gentle. But I am gentle. And I am kind. And I am nice. And I am loving. I'm the kind of bitch that you tell me I haven't eaten in a week, and I swear to God, I will prepare a feast for you. And I don't even have to know you. I don't even have to know you. I'm going to give you an example. Where I live, there's always a paletero, an ice cream man that passes by, right? Pushing his little cart. And he's hella cool. Even sometimes when I don't have cash, he's like, oh, don't even worry about it. Pay me next week, right? Every day. Probably for like a year. Because I haven't seen him around here that in a while. So every day for like about a year, every time he would pass by, I would give him a plate of food. I swear. Every day. Whatever I made for dinner that day, we would all eat. And then I would always put a little bit on the side for the paletero. And I would always give him food. And he never said like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten. I am in dire need of food, or I need help. Or he never said anything like that to me. I just started doing it and he just started eating them. I don't know how many plates of mine he has. But that's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I am. That's who I am. That's how God built me. And that's another thing that I feel that she hates about me. That I'm not evil. I'm not like her. That's the thing. Like, she's trying... Okay, so this could be your situation, right? Where either your mom, your dad, a sibling, a friend, a co-worker, a past loved one... past loved one. Maybe a past loved one could be significant for somebody here. But a past lover, like a past person... Cómaselo. Again, projection. This is what I'm saying. Self-love and projection go together. Why? They go hand in hand because whoever these people are for you, right? They don't want you to be in loving and self-love energy. Why? Because then good things start to come in for you. They don't want good things for you. They want to be able to project what they are unto you, so you never find yourself, your true self. So you never set foot in your power. So you never set foot in loving energy. So you never find your divine partner. So you never find your purpose. So you never find the path that should have been taken, right? But thanks to these people that interrupted the path, you didn't take that path, you took another one, right? But even though you took another path, it's still okay, I'm using myself as an example and then reference it for your situation, for your upbringing, for your life, how it resonates for you, okay? But so yeah, so that's what she wanted, right? She never wanted me to find my path, to find my purpose, to wake up, to find self-love. Because she knew how powerful I would be. And that's what she feared. I feel like she fears me. She's scared of me. And I'm not trying to say like, oh yeah, this bitch is scared. No, that is not what I mean at all. When I say she fears me, it's because she knows who I walk with. I walk hand in hand with God, with the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is in the building, y'all. That's who I walk with. And that's why she fears. That's why she's scared. When you walk with God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, when you are walking along side by side with them, you are fearless. There is nothing that you need to fear. Why? Because you believe, you have faith, and you trust. I just posted a video in my other channel. It's called Faith, Trust, and Obedience. Okay, check it out. I'll leave it in the description box, but my channel is called The Cosmic Creation 144. Okay, if you're interested, check that video out, because I talked a lot about that, about having faith and trusting in the Most High. And because I do that, I trust in God, I have faith that God is going to pull me through. That's the reason why you see me here now. Because the Holy Spirit picked me up after she fucking left me battered and bruised. Not literally, right? But the Holy Spirit picked me up. And so, like I said, right? They want to keep you at a very low vibing energy, a very low vibing frequency. So you never come up and rise. They don't want you to rise, because the moment you rise, they are fucked. In every sense of the word, they are fucked. They can't do shit no more. The moment you wake up, and y'all be knowing. If you don't know, when I'm talking and I'm channeling, when I start to itch y'all, okay, it's definite confirmation of we're speaking facts here. That means we're speaking facts, okay? So they want you at a low vibing energy, right? So not to love yourself or nada. Why? Because in that way, when they project what they are unto you, it hits, it works. And then that way, when they're also running their mouth about you, it hits, it works. Right? Because they're projecting what they are unto you, and you're out here in these streets being promiscuous, right? And so when this person goes back and says, oh, yep, I saw a collective over there in the corner with such and such, shit, 20 minutes later, I saw her in the other corner with the other such and such. And then when she finally was on her way to her house, she walked in the house with 2. You know what I'm saying? And so it works. Maybe after, okay, thank you, Spirit. Like I said, maybe after failed relationship and failed relationship and failed relationship, and people are like, maybe it's true what they're saying about collective, because she can't keep a relationship to save her life. I just posted a video. It's called a Jezebel Cursed your life, or a Jezebel cursed you. That could be a reason also why your relationships never hit. You could have been in a relationship with like a soulmate, a twin flame, a divine partner, right? But these people probably got turned thanks to these people and their bibbity bob, or their projection, or their evil eye towards you. And that's why everything gets dismantled, right? Because if you're in a relationship and you're like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun, it's been a year and he treats me like this and she treats me so great, she's so loving and kind, oh my God, I love him. And then it only lasts that year. Because after that year, it goes straight to shit. But you stick around. Why do you stick around? Because nobody gives you love. You're not used to receiving love. And you go back in your mind and you're like, fuck, but a year ago, damn, it was so beautiful. A year ago, we were doing this. A year ago, we were doing that. And a year ago, and what happened? And then you go, it's me. It can't be this person. It's me. I'm making this person do that. It's me behaving like this, it's me doing this, it's me doing that. So let me not do that no more, so then that person can stay here with me and they can love me. And that's what you do. You accommodate yourself, you dim your lights so you can let others shine, said Spirit. That's what you do. You dim yourself down so others can shine, when you don't need to do that. Why? Because the person that loves you, the person that's going to come towards you, is not going to be scared or triggered by your light. They're not going to be scared or triggered by your energy. They're going to embrace it. Shit, they're going to be like, all right, boo-boo, You go first, and I'm gonna just sit back and watch you work the room. And like they admire you, and like yeah. So yeah, they have to keep you in like no self-love and a very low vibing energy, so everything that they do can stick. And that is the reason why they don't want you to find self-love, because then that means they can no longer attack you, honey. And that's a period. Like that's in everything. They can't attack you verbally. They can't attack you physically. They cannot attack you. Spirit is telling me again, like that story from Daniel from the Bible. Again, somebody here needs to go watch that video. The video is called Faith, Trust, and Obedience. That is what the video is called. I posted that video yesterday. Go watch that video at my other channels. There's a message for someone in that video. It's a long one, y'all. I'm gonna be real. It is a long one, but wow, very informative video. Okay, so in that video, Spirit right now was telling me about the story of Daniel. Was bringing me back to the story of Daniel, when Daniel was so devoted and obedient to God, right? And Daniel was really close with the king of Babylon. And this made the other officials jealous, because not only was Daniel like basically the king's favorite, right? He liked Daniel. They were really good friends together, right? So that only gave the other officials, they got more jealous, right? But not only that, they were jealous and angry and envious. Why? Because how the king adored Daniel, but Daniel kept his faith to God. He didn't pray to the king, and his faith wasn't in the king. His faith was in God. And so these officials, knowing that, they made a rule, I guess, that for 30 days that nobody can pray to no other god that wasn't the king. And Daniel, what did he do? He disobeyed that rule. He didn't pray to the king. He continued to pray to God. When the officials found out, they went and told the king, and despite the fact that the king adored Daniel, he did what he had to do as king. He threw him in the lion's den. There was 3 lions in that den. You know damn well freaking Daniel was about to be lion food, okay? But what did God do? God sent an angel. That night, he sent an angel to cover all those lions' mouths. The very next morning, somebody could be mourning somebody, or you might be about to be mourning somebody. My condolences. I don't wish this on anybody, not even my own worst enemy, because you're not supposed to wish anything on anybody, really. You know, even to your enemy, what do you say? God bless. Be on your way. May God bless you on your way now. Even if you know that somebody like really did you some like dirty, just murkish, something just so fucked up, right? You say, I forgive you and I let you go. I release you. May God have mercy on your soul. Because it's not up to you. It's not up to us to say who and what, when and where, how and when. Like, not at all. All you have to do is work on you. All you have to do is work on you. That's all you have to do, is work on yourself. Find yourself again. Love yourself again. Be kind to yourself again. Not to be mean to yourself. Don't say mean things to you. You know, be in loving energy for you. Okay? So yeah, this could be that kind of situation, you know, where the whole time that this person or these people were placing you in things, Spirit kept protecting you from it. So again, this is why I think she fears me. Because she definitely did the most. First of all, she did the most. And not only did she do the most,
she don't do the baby.
she wanted me out of here. She wanted me not to have breath no more. And the fact that I still do, I know she knows who my father is. I know she knows whose favorite I am. I think she knows. And that's why she fears it. So you shouldn't feel ashamed of who you've been and what you've been in the past. Okay, the only reason that you felt shame is because that's how they made you feel about something that you weren't even doing. Because every time, right, you got called a whore, a slut, and whatever the fuck, you were like, okay, I mean, I don't know how, but all right. Why? Because every time you hopped into bed with somebody, it's because you wanted to hop in bed with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody that's like a hopeless romantic. That was just like, that's in love. Thank you, Spirit. I'm talking to somebody that's in love with love. And that's okay. But we gotta recognize patterns. We gotta see the red flags. We have to, because these people show themselves to us. Look, worthiness. You gotta know your worth. You have to know your worth. When you figure this out, when you figure out your worth, you don't allow the dumb shit. You don't allow the fuckery. That's just not in your okay. Yeah, this is the number 14, which is reduces to a 5. 5 means change, right? So, yeah, you're ready for a change. You're ready for somebody to know your worth, to treat you like the queen, like the king that you are. And you know that you don't deserve any less. And that doesn't make you cocky or arrogant, because it's not coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place where now you understand that you don't need to be taking nobody's bullshit. You understand that you do not need to be dimming yourself down so somebody else can shine. Bitch, if my light triggers you, then you need to figure out what you need to do. You need to do that healing and figure out why my light is triggering you. God bless. Thank you very much. And you're on your way. That's recognizing the patterns. That's recognizing the red flags. Okay? And most of the time when motherfuckers come in on some bullshit, they never come in with honesty anyways. So then when you find yourself right and you love yourself and you've done the healing, your intuition goes through the roof. So if somebody wants to come in with the fuckery, like, you meet them at the door. You're like, can I help you? Yeah, no, I'm not cool with that. I know my worth. You want a what? Third party what? Yeah, no, I'm cool. Oh, you want a what? Just a good time for like an hour? Yeah, no, it's good. I'm cool. And I'm getting somebody that gets that a lot. That people think that you're like easy or something. I don't know why. Again, this could be like that false narrative, right? But I don't know. I feel like you're somebody that has dealt with situations like that your whole entire life. Maybe you're beautiful. Maybe you're a beautiful girl, you know, a gorgeous guy. And you've been like that since you were young. And your teenage years, my goodness, you were like a fucking knockout. I'm hearing you're still a knockout. You're still a fucking knockout. And because you are, maybe motherfuckers think that you're easy. I don't know. A pretty girl's easy? I don't know. I don't know. Look, desire. See? You're desirable. You've always been desirable. This is what I'm saying. I can't make this shit up, y'all. This is what I'm saying. People desire you. That's another situation. Wow, the cords came out again. Look, somebody here needs to cut the cords. If you are not the kind of person that can speak it out, write it out. I cut cords. I cut all karmic ties. I cut all karmic connections from my past. My spirit, by my spiritual authority. Because you have spiritual authority, whether you want to believe it or not, honey. That's why they fear you. Because you carry the spiritual authority. Because you walk with God. Because you walk with the Holy Spirit. Because you walk with Jesus. With your angels, with your ancestors. Ooh, I'm getting hot, y'all. And so, somebody from your past still desires you, I feel. They still desire you, and you're being asked to cut the cords because you already know your worth. Okay? You already know your worth. This person got to go. So maybe whatever is left. Right? We had the 999 portal yesterday. I hope you did your homework. Okay? And releasing all the old to allow all the new. If you didn't, we have Sara Lakali in the bottom of the deck. Divine lineage. Again, you walk with God. You walk with Jesus. You walk with the Most High. You have an angel team. Like, your crew is God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. What about it? This is, you know what okay. The wounded healer. Exactly. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to heal. You bend, but you don't break. You know what? Somebody here, I feel like me and you somehow are, I don't want to say connected, but like we have similar stories. Is what I'm getting. Because the reason why this lady that raised me came so, it is 4:44 on the time. And rightfully so. I was just going to say this. Somebody here has experienced the same thing I've experienced with the lady who raised me. I'm not saying she's not your mother. Okay? I'm not saying she's not your mother. For me, she's not. Okay? Even if she is, to me, she's not. But, you could have experienced that. The same exact thing. Because I feel the overall energy from this lady that raised me is nothing but jealousy. She just hates me for being me. It's kind of like the guys talk to her. Why do the guys always have to talk to her? God loves her. Why does God have to love her? Oh, she's living under the bridge and eating garbage with fucking chopsticks. How come she gets to eat garbage with chopsticks? It's like that. Somebody suffered the same exact thing with someone that I did with this lady. Because it's always jealousy. It always goes back to the same thing. It always goes back to the same thing. It's just pure and utter jealousy. I feel like everything she hates about me, she wanted it for herself. And because she's not that, that's why she projected everything that she is onto me. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh. Scarcity. Told you. They're scared. They are scared of you. Okay. Spirit says they feared you waking up, and now that you have awakened, you can't go back to sleep. It's like you've awakened. There's no way you can unsee the sea. The unseen. There's no way you can unsee it. What you already see. Okay? But somebody's in scarcity. It's harvesting time. Maybe that's why they're in scarcity. Right? Because they're scared. Ooh, alchemy. What did I say? It's projection, right? So every time they said things like, oh yeah, well, Collective, I just saw Collective with like 3 different guys the other day. Or I just saw Collective with like four girls. Meanwhile, you're at home transmuting energy. Meanwhile, you're at home cutting cords. Meanwhile, you're at home cutting karmic cords. Meanwhile, you're at home transmuting negative thoughts, negative energies into positivity, and that's why you're about to harvest. Because you transmuted every single negative thoughts, negative, just everything. You're too busy manifesting to be giving a fuck of why they're scared or why they're jealous. And they are. And they are. I feel like whatever they fear the most happened. Why?
That can help you. Not like that, like this.
Somebody needs to go watch that video. Faith, trust, and obedience. Go watch that video. She came out in that video. Oh yeah? It says storms. She brings chaos. She is wind. She is storm. She is thunder. She is lightning. She is destruction. Destruction.
I think you too.
Child.
Okay, bye.
We got Mami Wata. Okay. So I've been picking up a lot on ancestry, lineage, ancestors. I picked up on Mami Wata energy and Oya, Ochun, Yemaya, and Mama Francisca. If those names resonate with you, you guys go check out my video. The faith, trust, and obedience is one, and the one before that, I can't remember right now what I named it, but the one before that as well. They are coming through. Your ancestors are coming through, you guys, and here they are again. Or maybe you don't know who your ancestors are. Look, it came out anyways. Manifest. Yeah, or maybe you do, right? You're too busy manifesting. Like, you're somewhere not giving a fuck. Well, these people, again, are in scarcity. They are terrified. I don't know if karma's already knocking on that door or your ancestors are tapping that ass. Either way, you're somewhere doing you. Okay? And that's why you got this coming in. Because Spirit knows that you are the wounded warrior. Okay? But now you know your worth. You know what you desire. And you know how to transmute. Nobody can project what they want to project onto you anymore because you know how to flip that shit around. Sara da Kali came out anyways. Ancestral lineage. Divine lineage. That's ancestral lineage, you guys. This deck. She's an Oricha as well. And you see that crown? Joy. That's what's coming for you. Pure and utter joy. While these bitches are in fucking scarcity. You guys, I can't tell you enough that it will get better. Trust me. Finding out, you know, that my mom, my siblings, my ex-husband are the ones that are supposed to love me and protect me, were the ones that were going all the way in on me. Each and every single one of them for different reasons and different motives. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even want to get married. My mom she would go through men like it's nobody's business. That bitch, she always had 3 men at a time. Because my mom's always been lazy. She never wanted to work. So what does she do? She gives She gives up the kitty cat, you know what I'm saying, and gets her rent paid. She gives up the kitty cat and gets her water paid. She gives up the kitty cat and gets the garbage. Okay? But that's what I used to do, supposedly, right? Finding that out, you know, is like, I'm not about my mom and my siblings. I'm not surprised, because she was already a piece of shit. If I'm being real, she was already a piece of shit of a person and a mother. Now finding out all this, it was like finding out that she was purposely attacking me because she hates me, because she's jealous of me, because she can't be me, whatever it is, right? And she doesn't ever stop to think that all she has to do is surrender, ask for forgiveness, ask for God, do the healing. Like, it's that simple. But they can't. You're like a walking mirror that forces them to look at themselves, but they don't want to see themselves. And so instead of saying, oh, thank you for showing me myself, but I'm not trying to look at that, they attack you. I'm not gonna lie, the one that was the biggest blow was my husband. Because I thought, you know, I was in a loving marriage, and little did I know I wasn't in a loving marriage at all. I was getting played under my own fucking roof, because my mom and my ex-husband were too busy rolling around in my bed, underneath my fucking nose, in my home, where she lived for free. She never paid fucking rent. She never paid a bill. And she lived here for like about 2 years, almost 3. So yes. I can't tell you, but I don't know how it would be for you, you know. That one just hurt a little. That one hurt a little. Finding out about him. Finding out about her, meh, not really. You know, I'm used to her fucking me over. So like finding out, oh, your mom is doing witchcraft on you, so you don't love nobody, and so nobody loves you. Surprise, surprise. Oh, thank you, Spirit. When my son was born, back in 2018, my sister was like, oh, can we talk? I was like, yeah, what's going on? She's like, I got my house clean and I went to go get a reading, and they told me that mom is doing witchcraft on me. I was like, damn, I thought she'd be doing witchcraft on me, not on you. That's what I told her, okay? Because it would make more sense. Why? Because I already knew that she's always hated me. I just never knew why. I would always ask her, what the fuck did I do to you? Why are you so mean to me? Why you don't treat me like you are my sister? If we're speaking girls, right? Why don't me and my sister get the same treatment? Why do you talk about me like I'm a whore when you know damn well that shit ain't true? Like, mind your motherfucking business. I would either call her and cuss her out, or call her and just ask her, like, bitch, what is wrong with you? Like, keep my name out of your mouth. She would piss me off at times. Because I'm like, dude, don't you get tired? 333, as I said that, like, don't you get tired of running your mouth about me? Bitch, because I'm tired of listening to you run your mouth about me. Oh my God. Yeah, it's exhausting. But see, when you finally wake up and you realize what it is, it doesn't affect you as much. You don't feel the need to defend yourself. You don't feel the need to go one-on-one and get all rah with these people. Because now you realize that's what they want you to do. They want you to react. There goes Collective again, being crazy. Let's just give him a second. Let's give him a minute, because who knows what he's going to do. Right? Or it's like, oh, you said this and this about me. Me? What? I would never. Who told you that? Well, they're lying. Put them in front of my face. right? They never take accountability. They never take responsibility for the shit that they fucking talk.
Baby, stay there.
Because they never count on the fact that you're gonna go up to their face and be like, bitch, what's good? Because they are cowards. They're cowards. They do it behind your back. Hella far away where you will never know that they're the ones that are creating this dynamic. Right? You, on the other hand, you go straight to the motherfucking person. You won't even cuss out that person that told you what they heard that such and such said. You go straight to that such and such. And you're like, hey, such and such said that you were saying this, this, and this, and this. Is that true or not?
Baby.
What? Who? What? Okay?
Baby.
So now we don't need to be doing that no more. We don't need to be calling motherfuckers up and cussing them out and telling them what kind of bitches they are. They know that already. They know that they ain't shit. They know that they ain't shit. They know that they ain't worth shit. And they're a poor excuse for a human being. A poor excuse for a mother or a father. A poor excuse for a best friend, a sibling, an uncle, or an aunt, a cousin, or whatever the fuck it is for you. They know damn well that they ain't shit. And they walk around like, you know, Mr. Fancy Pants or Mrs. Fancy Pants when nothing. They ain't worth shit. They are not worth anything. They're a poor excuse for a human. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Love you guys. I'm gonna leave the link to my other channel in the description box, okay? Adios.